don't ever give up hope. Regardless of what happens to you, there is always hope. Even if our lives change and are altered, we still have life. And so to make the best of that life and to never give up hope. I had worked for public welfare for 17 years before I became a pastor. So I was always the one helping other people. And that was very humbling for me when I needed the help, to allow other people, the community, to help me. And one day on Facebook I had put, I need paper towel and toilet paper. And I had probably 30 people who said, I'll go, make me a list, I'll go to the store for you. And I'm like, that's not the problem. Herb will go to the store for me. The problem is I can't get in the car and go myself.
Right.
As a pastor, you're in professions that help people.
Exactly.
And so, and we know how good that makes us feel. So, to allow others that same opportunity to help us, when we don't do that, that's actually taking something away from them. I was a very active person, so that was very difficult for me, was that inactivity for a very long period of time. I couldn't even get up to answer the phone if the phone rang. And it took me truly about 6 months before I was able to be maybe a third as active as I once had been. My tumor was on my balance nerve, so I had to have help, I had a walker to use to get to the restroom and that, but even for my lunch meals and that, I needed to have help for those meals when my husband went back to work and all that. So that was difficult. It was difficult. What I would say to people is look for the blessing in it, because, we always tend to look for the negative. And, when you get that diagnosis, you have a brain tumor, or you have a facial tumor, or regardless of what the diagnosis is or what the illness is, we always tend to first look at the negative. And we should look at the positive, because there's always something positive in every negative. And so for me, it was being able to use the negative of not only having a brain tumor, but, after the surgery of having the paralysis, of being able to use that as a teaching moment for people that, even though to some people I am disfigured, I am still a child of God who has a message that God loves me, no matter what I look like, no matter what I've been through, no matter how it has affected me mentally and physically. God still loves me, and God loves all of us. And we can look at the negative and dwell on that, or we can look at the positive and see how it is that God can use us through all of this.